Hello, folks. So in this video, I'm trying to actually, show you how I'm actually learning Rust programming language. So I've actually gone through the first chapter, gotten some idea of like how Rust installation works. I've done this before, like twice, years ago, and but I didn't get through too much. I was actually um, working through this thing called Rustlings. Right, so it's called, I mean, you can go to rustlings.cool, and the GitHub is github.com/rust-lang/rustlings. It's basically small exercises to get you used to reading and writing Rust code. So they give you small exercises. I think they have a lot of exercises, probably 20, some 23 exercises, and each exercise has some stuff. So yeah, probably more than 23 because each within each exercise they have multiple things. And so you can actually see that this has had like multiple comments, 3,000 comments, and there are like a lot of things that have happened in this repo. And basically, I tried out this repo, like these exercises, like say twice, like some 2, 3 years ago once, and then some 2 years ago, like 3, 4 years ago once, and then 2, 3 years ago once, right? And now it has become totally different. And I am actually not planning on trying out these exercises first. Instead, I'm actually trying to read the book, which I've done long, long ago, like try to do that, like reading the book, but I didn't complete it. So I'm just gonna. So apparently, it's a good idea to do this in parallel to reading the official book, which is the official comprehensive resource for learning Rust, comprehensive resource. So it's like pretty. I think comprehensive, okay, extensive also. I think I'm not sure. And then there's Rust by example, similar to how you have Golang by example, Go by example. There are like a lot of XYZ language by example now. Chalo, so I am actually gonna try out this second chapter, like read through it and try to understand how to program a guessing game. So let's jump into Rust by working through a hands-on project together. This chapter introduces you to a few common Rust concepts by showing you how to use them in a real program. You will learn about let, match, methods, and associated functions, external creates, and more. In the following chapters, we'll explore these ideas in more detail. In this chapter, you'll just practice the fundamentals. So we'll implement a classic beginner programming problem, a guessing game. Okay. So we have already done the Hello World program, and we have also learned. I mean, I've already learned what Hello World looks like in Rust, a simple Hello World, and I think it uses a macro called print line, and their package manager called Cargo, which is also a build system or a build tool. So, so yeah, let's now do this guessing game. So here's how it works. The program will generate a random integer between 1 and 100. It will then prompt the player to enter a guess. Okay, makes sense. So you try to guess the number that the program picked. After a guess is entered, the program will indicate whether the guess is too high or too low. Okay, too low or too high. If the guess is correct, the game will print a congratulatory message and exit. Okay, great. So to set up a new project, go to the project directory that you created in chapter one and make a new project using Cargo. So let's create it. So I have the latest version of Rust. So Rust, I mean, as of this time, so it's called Rust C Rust compiler, and we have 186. And I have Cargo, the latest version, 186, and you can actually see the Rust stuff is also latest. And so now we can actually go and type in cargo new, and we're going to try in the guessing games. So apparently you separate words using underscore. This is, I think, similar to Python camel casing. I've not done much of Python, but I've seen that they have camel casing and it's basically underscores. So guessing game, so it's creating a binary, an application called guessing game, and the package. So we'll get into guessing game, and let me open this up. And I have no idea what this is. We have to check it out. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it. And this is the previous one, Hello Rust, that I created. And let me close this up for now. And we have some extensions. I'll probably disable this extension and enable it only for this workspace and restart extension. Okay, not sure what is the pinning. Okay, nothing is pinning here. Let me close this up and yeah, so looks like once I opened it up, it created some more files because initially it had only cargo.toml and source. Now I think it has invalid config, completion snippets, custom input type. I don't know what this is. Interesting. We'll check this out later. Um, I'll probably take a screenshot of this and of this. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and so these are the notifications. I'm just gonna close this up for now. And so I'm just gonna close this and we have a target debug and all created. And I think there is a build over here. Okay, it's not been built. Only cargo check has been run, I think. And I can actually put a git ignore file on the top of this thing to say then git ignore, and I can probably say you can ignore the target file, I think. Yeah, just say target and let's see if it ignores it up. If I add guessing game, does it show target? No, it doesn't. Awesome. Cool. So it gets rid of the target, and so yeah, I mean that's great. So let me actually I have little barrier. Let me actually just do this git cached and then store everything for now. I'll add the hello rest first. Okay, a lot of empty spaces here and there, but it's fine. So let me just open up learning Rust and I should be able to see. I should probably say, okay, Git repository was found in the parent folders. Would you like to open the repository? I said yes. And if I say this, I should probably say enable for this workspace. Restart extension. Okay. And so it's now taking up the repository stuff based on that. So now it's indexing only some files, I think. I'm not sure. I'm guessing anyways. So targets are not taken up. Great. And I'll add the terminal log also here. And let's remove these files. Trim trailing white space, right? And I have this. Okay, let's take it out. And hello Rust program. And then I'll also say add git ignore and git ignore. No, I'll say ignore target directories, and then I'll just say and guessing game, right? So close this up. So now we have a new project, and so the first command, cargo new, takes the name of the project. So we have it as the first argument. So the second command changes to the new projects directory, right? So look at the generated cargo.toml file, and have this, right? So the edition is 2024. Apparently, this is like the latest edition. I think it corresponds to I think 1.85. I'm not sure, right? Um, yeah, so of Rust version. I am still trying to understand what that means because there are some other versions also, like other editions. Um, so as you saw in chapter one, Cargo new generates a hello world program for you. Check out the source main.rs, which is main.rust, main.rust, okay. And we have the hello world program here. So now let's compile this hello world program and run it in the same step using the cargo run. So we are compiling it, like building it, and then running it in the same step using cargo run. I am just simply going to try out cargo check once. I'm just going to see what it has. Cargo check. Check a local package and all of its dependencies for errors. Okay, so I'll just check. Could not find cargo.toml. Oh, that's because I'm inside this. So I'm going to go inside this. Cargo check. So it's great, all good. So that's why you didn't show any errors. If there's an error, it will show this. And so do not abort the build as soon as there's an error. Okay, okay, cool. So there are some interesting stuff here. So um, anyway, so apparently you can set to target the packages library, check all binaries, specified binary, check all examples, check only the specified example, check all targets that have test equal to true and whatnot, right? So I'm gonna actually pause here for now and start later again. That's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.